Hey guys, it's Bench175 and today I'm going to make a video on how to modify the spring in this latch. So hopefully the latch of your Mk5 Jetta will work perfectly. So first you're going to want to use a flathead screwdriver and pry around this cover. Take that cover off. And then there are going to be 4 Phillips head screws that are back under here. So there's 2 on that side and 2 right here. Take those out. I use the pliers to pull this down until I could like fit my fingers in there. And so now I have my fingers in here, and I pull down on the I already did this part. I pulled down on the liner until I could get my screwdriver like this, and then you go up against this and you pry like that to pop it out of these slots, or that one was in that slot. And then there are 11 of these trim clips, so you're going to go around and pop these all out. Once the trim is completely off and hanging by the cable, you come to the emergency release handle. I pried this off with my hands, I think. This glow-in-the-dark piece, you pry that off. Then you need to get that ball out of the handle, and you do that by lifting the handle up, and then with some pliers you just grab the cable and bring it forward so it comes out of that slot. So now just you need to get the ball out, and all you do is just slide this to the right, and now the trunk lid trim is completely off. Here's a quick look at the trunk. This is how you're going to change your backup light bulbs, so I might do that before I put the trim back on. This is what lets you open the trunk with your key fob. There's a plastic cover. You're just going to pry this off. I already pried it off and it was just hanging. Then you're going to release this harness. It was in here. So you just, I slowly pried these down and then backed it up. Next, remove these 2 cables from the latch. Unclip them first, and then you can just work them out of that hole. I think I need the pliers, so use some pliers. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do that off camera. Finally, remove these 2 nuts with a 10mm socket. And when you put them back on, the manual says that they're torqued to 71 inch-pounds. So if you actually broke your latch, it looks like there's a part number. It says 4F5827505B. I don't think just buying a new latch will solve the problem, because I think the spring is the problem. So I'm going to open this up, and there are 5 clips around the housing. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 in that hole, and then 5 right there. Okay, so after pushing these in and up away from there, I finally got this off. Now here's the inside, and what I'm gonna do is take this out. Well, pay attention to how it's in there. Take it out, and then I'm gonna wipe down these threads with a paper towel, and then I'm gonna do something with the spring. I cleaned the threads on this, and this spring was all the way up here to this little tab, and I used some pliers to push the spring down. Now I'm gonna push it all the way down here, and then I'm gonna try and squish this top ring so that it doesn't go past here anymore. Okay, so now I crushed it tighter, so hopefully you can see that. Still fits, but now the spring won't go up above that. The spring was too weak, so this is going to make it seem stronger. The gear had a little bit of buildup on it, so I just got like a toothpick and scraped it out of the gear. So now, before I put the gear back on there, I'm going to put it back in the housing. I'm going to put some WD-40 lubricant on there. Okay, so put everything back together. I torqued these nuts down with my $13 1/4 inch drive torque wrench from Harbor Freight, and my Titan adapter from my Titan adapter set that I did a review on. I've used this twice now. About a week ago when I changed my transmission fluid and tightened down the pan bolts and the filter bolts. Now I'm gonna hook up the harness, all the cables, and I think I'm gonna change these light bulbs before I put the trim back on. Test it out before you put the liner back on. Now I'm gonna use the key fob. Alright, looks like it works. Alright, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.